Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to discussing about density-based clustering methods and grid-based clustering methods. In density-based clustering method, first of all, we are going to discussing about DB-scan. DB-scan means density-based spatial clustering of applications with noise. See in this diagram, all of you observe this is the noisy point. This shape belongs to non-convex shape. Means first here you have a question, sir, why we are learning DB scan scheduling algorithm? Previously we have hierarchical clustering algorithm and classical algorithm called like k-mean and k-mid algorithms. So with the help of previous algorithms we face some troubles, means some drawbacks. So one is those algorithms are not handle the convex shapes. One more point is those algorithms are not handle the noisy data. To overcome those problems, we are going to learn about density based clustering algorithms, right? Okay, next these are the future, means DB-scan is one of the most cited clustering algorithms in the literature. Okay, these are the features of the DB-scan: spatial data, a discovery of clusters with arbitrary shape, good efficiency on large databases, so only two parameters required, no prior knowledge of the number of clusters required, right? Yes, these are the features of the DB-scan clustering algorithm. So coming to the point, what is the idea behind this? What is the idea behind DB-scan algorithm? So means clusters have high density points. Yes, all of you observe, for example, this is a cluster. This cluster having high density points means maximum number of points are available in which area, all that is called a high density points. Next, in the area of noisy, the density is lower. These are the noisy points, so number of points are very less, lower than the density in any of the clusters. That's the idea behind DB-scan. Next, goal: formalize the notations of clusters and noise. Next, DB-scan. For each point in a cluster, there are at least a minimum number of points in an EPS, means epsilon neighborhood of that point. Yes, this is a core point. So see, in DB-scan mainly we have two types of parameters called epsilon, and another one is the minimum number of points. Epsilon in the sense it is neighborhood point, it refers the neighborhood points. See, let us take this is one cluster. So in this particular cluster, see, this acts as the center point. From the center point, with the help of epsilon distance, now we draw a circle. Within this circle we have neighborhood points. These neighborhood points greater than or means satisfies the minimum number of points, right? Next, neighborhood of a point means epsilon neighborhood of a point P, means n EPS of P equal to Q. Try to understand neighborhood of a point P, means terminology in DB-scan scheduling, means a DB-scan algorithm. DB-scan algorithm, n EPS of P equal to Q belongs to D, distance of P comma Q less than or equal to EPS, right? Right, let us assume this is a P is a point. With help of epsilon radius, now we draw the circle. Within this circle we have a number of points, means number of neighborhood points, that is called EPS. EPS means number of points. See, neighborhood points. The distance between Q and P must be less than or equal to EPS, then only we are saying neighborhood point. Q is the neighborhood point of P. DB-scan data problem. See, in each cluster there are two kinds of points, means in some textbook they mention three types of points: core points, border points, outlier points. So what is core point? Points inside the cluster. See, points inside the cluster are core point. This is a core point. Points on the border, this is the border point. Points on the border, this point is said to be border point. An EPS neighborhood of border point contains significantly less points than an EPS neighborhood of core point. For every point P in a cluster C, there is a point Q belongs to C, so that P inside the epsilon neighborhood of Q, and an EPS contains at least min points. Right? Yes, now all of you observe, this is a P, this is a Q. Border points are connected to core points. Core points are high density. Definition: a point P is directly density reachable from a point Q with regard to the parameters EPS and min points. This definition is very important. Based on this, a point P is directly reachable to point Q with regard to the parameters EPS and min points. This is a reachability. This is the core point condition. First one is the reachability. P belongs to n EPS of Q. Next, modulus of n EPS of Q greater than or equal to min points. Then it is a core point condition. Yes, now let us take an example. Here all of you observe, this is a Q is the core point. Q is the core point. How we can say it is a core point? It simply satisfies the number of points inside this particular radius must and should greater than to the min points. In this particular example, min points are 5. So with help of epsilon radius, now we assume this is the core point. From this particular point, epsilon radius, now we draw the circle. Whenever we draw the circle, how many number of points inside this particular circle? We have 6 points which are greater than the minimum number of points. So Q acts as the core point. See, with the help of this diagram, try to understand. P is directly density reachable to Q, and Q is not directly density reachable from P. So density reachable concept. If now P belongs to n EPS of Q, P belongs to n EPS of Q. See, this is the core point. From this core point with epsilon radius, now we draw the circle. Whenever we draw the circle, this P inside the Q. Okay, P belongs to n EPS of Q. So P belongs to n EPS of Q. First condition is satisfied. Second condition is means core point condition, means how many number of points within this particular radius, total 6 points, which satisfies the minimum number of points. So P is directly density reachable from Q. Okay, next, with respect to P, now all of you observe, with respect to P, Q is not density reachable from P. Yes, from P it acts as the core point, means now we draw the epsilon radius circle. Inside this circle, how many number of neighborhoods we have, number of points we have, means only 4, which does not satisfy the minimum condition, minimum point condition. So Q is not density reachable from P. So that is the point. Try to understand. P directly density reachable from Q, and Q is not density reachable from P point. Okay, for understanding this particular concept, this definition is very important. Okay, in a cluster definition. Next, density reachable definition. See, a point P is density reachable from a point Q with regard to the parameters EPS and min points. We already observed previously. For example, in previous example we have only 2 points. For example, if we have a chain of points like P1, P2 and so on PS, with P1 equal to Q and PS equal to P, such that Pi plus 1 is directly density reachable from Pi for all 1 less than I less than or less than S minus 1. Correct? This is the example here, density reachable. Density connected means, this is the definition of density connected means a point P is density connected to a point Q with regard to the parameters of EPS and min points if there is a point V such that both P and Q are density reachable from V. Yes, this is very important. Now all of you observe, see from V, this is the core point. This V acts as the core point. Now we draw a circle. Now we draw a circle with radius epsilon. Draw this circle, and after drawing this circle, how many number of points inside this? See, 2, 3, 4, 5, which satisfies the minimum point condition. And once again from here, from this particular point with radius epsilon, once again we have to draw the circle which satisfies the, see, number of points are 5. Next, once again with radius of epsilon, once again we have to draw the circle. So means how many number of points? 3, 5. Means all these are satisfies the EPS and as well as min points parameters. So whenever all those are satisfies min points and EPS, means Q is density reachable from V. In same manner, P is also density reachable from V. It is symmetric relation. These are the noisy. Next, it is next we are going to discussing about DB-scan algorithm. DB-scan algorithm means start with an arbitrary point P from database and retrieve all point density reachable from P with regard to EPS and min points. If P is a core point, the procedure yields a cluster with regards to EPS and min points, and the point is classified. If P is a border point, no points are density reachable from P, and DB-scan visit the next unclassified point to the database. This is the DB-scan scheduling, DB-scan algorithm. Next, see, in density based and grid based, see, in density based we have different types of methods. DB-scan, optics, DenQ. Already DB-scan is discussed. Anyway, once again all of you observe, see, try to understand. In density based method we have 3 techniques: DB-scan, optics, DenQ. So why they are introducing density based method? Already discussed in previous slides, right? Next is already observed. It's density reachable. This is density connected. This is the algorithm. The time complexity for DB-scan is big O of n log n or big O of n square. Next second technique, optics. Optics means it is a cluster ordering method. Optics is a cluster ordering method. Optics stands for ordering points to identify the clustering structure. Optics stands for ordering points to identify the clustering structure. Yes, produces a spatial order of the database with respect to its density based clustering structure. Good for both automatic and iterative cluster analysis, including finding intrinsic clustering structure. Can be represented graphically or using visualization techniques. In DBSCAN, for constant min points value, density based cluster with respect to higher density, lower value of epsilon or completely contained a lower density sets. DBSCAN is extended so that objects are processed in a specific order. Selects an object, it is density reachable with respect to low cost epsilon value. Co-distance of an object P, smallest epsilon dash value that makes P a core object. Reachability distance of an object Q with respect to P equal to max of co-distance of P comma distance between P and Q. So this is the diagrammatic representation. The time complexity for optics is big O of n log n. So in this particular diagram, all of you observe, this diagram belongs to co-distance, this diagram belongs to reachability distance. Yes, now all of you observe, in this particular diagram we have P is a core point. From this particular P core point we have with radius 3 mm means neighborhood point, epsilon neighborhood point. Now we draw one circle. So means the point inside this particular circle, the distance, the reachability distance must be less than or equal to 3 mm. Right? Inside this particular circle, how many number of points we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these 5 points distance, reachability distance must be less than or equal to 3 mm. This is the co-distance of P. This is the co-distance. This epsilon dash is 3 mm. This is the co-distance from P for the first circle. For second circle, this is the outside circle. From this particular P, what is the co-distance? 6 mm is the co-distance to the second circle. So inside the second circle, how many number of points we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these 6 points distance must be, means reachability distance must be less than or equal to 6 mm. So here you people observe. So for example, this is a P. Inside the circle we have Q1 point. Outside the circle we have Q2 point. The distance means the reachability distance from P to Q1 must be less than or equal to 3 mm. This co-distance. Like the reachability distance from P to Q2 is less than or equal to 6 mm. Right? The time complexity, order of n log n for optics. See, this is the example. All these cluster points are ordered in this fashion. Yes, next one is DENCLU. It is completely density. It is completely belongs to density based function. It is completely related to mathematical. DENCLU stands for density based clustering. This is the abbreviation of DENCLU. What are the major features of DENCLU? Solid mathematical foundation, good for datasets with large amounts of noise, allows compact mathematical description of arbitrarily shaped clusters in high dimensional datasets, significantly faster than existing algorithm. DENCLU is more faster than existing algorithm, faster than DBSCAN by a factor up to 45, but needs a large number of parameters. So in DENCLU, what type of functions we are using. We are using mathematical functions called as influence function. So it describes the impact of data point with its neighborhood. XY are objects in d-dimensional input space. XY are objects in d-dimensional input space. So the influence object y on x is f of b y of x equal to, means fb of x comma y. We are denoting like this influence function. So can we determine the by distance with help of the following influence function formulas. F square of x comma y equal to 0 if d of x comma y greater than sigma r 1. Otherwise, whenever we are finding the distance between these 2 points is greater than sigma r1, otherwise we are evaluating another influence function called Gaussian function. F Gaussian of x comma y equal to e power d of x comma y whole square divided by 2 sigma square. With the help of these influence function, we are finding, means the point belongs to which cluster. Right, overall density of the data space can be calculated as the sum of the influence function of all data points. Clusters can be determined mathematically by identifying density attractors. So density attractors are local maximal of the overall density function. This is the textbook related example. In textbook, see, all of you observe here we have a B diagram also, that is that refers squares diagram. See, these are the data points. These data points are converted in this particular fashion with help of 10-Cleve algorithm. Means after applying these influence functions, these data points are converted into like this. Okay, this is the textbook related example. All of you observe, these are the sigma values. After applying influence function, all those are converted into like this. Okay, next, grid based method. Next we are going to discussing about grid based methods with help of grid based technique. In grid based and already density based methods are completed. Next, grid based methods. In grid based methods, which technique we are using in grid based methods? Multi-resolution technique we are using in grid based data structure. In grid data structure we have several methods in grid based technique. First one is a string method, second one is a wave cluster method, third one is CLI/QE method. Okay, right? String in the sense a statistical information grid approach. Statistical information grid approach. Now let us discuss about string method. A string stands for a statistical information grid approach. The spatial area means in this, see, all of you observe this particular diagram. The spatial area is divided into rectangular cells. The spatial area is divided into rectangular cells. This is the first layer to this is the ith layer, means this is the top layer to this bottom layer. Yes, there are several levels of cells corresponding to different levels of resolution. Each cell at high level is partitioned into number of smaller cells into the next lower level. Means top level, each one is, means each cell at high level is partitioned into number of smaller cells in the next lower level. Statistical info of each cell is calculated and stored beforehand and used to answer queries. So parameters of higher level cells can easily calculate from parameters of lower level cells with help of count, mean, min, max values. Next, and apply the type of distribution, normal or uniform distribution. Use top-down approach to answer spatial data queries. Start from free selected layer, typically with a small number of cells. For each cell in current level, compute the confidence interval. Remove the irrelevant cells from further consideration. When finished examining the current layer, proceed to the next lower level. Repeat this process until the better layer is reached. This is the algorithm of string algorithm. This is repeatedly executed, means repeat this process until the bottom layer is reached. Right? What are the advantages of string method? Query independent, easy to parallelize, incremental update. The time complexity for string method is big O of k, where k is the number of read cells at the lowest level. Disadvantages: all the cluster boundaries are either horizontal or vertical, and no diagonal boundary is detected. Means diagonal boundaries are not detected. This is string method. Second one is wave cluster. In wave cluster, a multi-resolution clustering approach which applies wavelet transform to the feature space. A wavelet transform is signal processing technique. So in wavelet cluster, we are applying signal processing technique that decompose a signal into different frequency subbands. Decompose in wavelet transform decomposes a signal into different frequency subbands. Can be applied on n-dimensional signals, means we have an n-dimensional signals. On n-dimensional signals, each signal is decomposed into different frequency subbands. Data are transformed to preserve relative distance between objects at different levels of resolution, allows natural clusters to become more distinguishable. So this is the example, a sample two-dimensional feature space. See here, all these are wavelets. Wavelets are in this particular fashion. Means here we have a signals. Each signal apply means different, means decompose a signal into different frequency subbands. This is the example. All of you observe. This is the wavelet transform example. This is the transformation, means on this particular signal. See, all of you observe, this is a textbook related example. In this for the given input, this is the sample two-dimensional feature space. For this we are applying, means we have three types of transformations. One is a multi-resolution of the feature space. A stands for scale 1. A stands for scale 1. Scale 1 in the sense this is an high resolution. This is an high resolution technique. B scale 2. This is a scale 2. This is a medium resolution. And C is scale 3. This is low resolution. These are the low resolution techniques. All of you observe, this is a textbook related example. This example is available in the textbook. Once lockdown is over, all of you refer this example from textbook. Why is wavelet transform useful for cluster? Means it handles unsupervised clustering. It uses hat shape filters to emphasize region where points cluster, but simultaneously to suppress weaker information in their boundary, effective removal of outliers, multi-resolution, cost efficiency. What are the features of wave cluster? Complexity big of n, detect arbitrary shaped clusters of different scales, not sensitive to noise, not sensitive to input order, only applicable to low dimensional data. Yes. University examination point of view, how they are asking the questions on this particular concept. Explain density based clustering algorithms, or explain grid based clustering algorithms. They may ask a question like that, or otherwise they may ask explain dbScan algorithm with example. dbScan means, now finally I will briefly list what are density based clustering algorithms: dbScan, optics, DenClue. These three methods belongs to density based clustering methods. Next, grid based technique. What are the grid based method? List the grid based technique. What are the grid based techniques? String, wavelet, CLI/QE. CLI/QE is not in our syllabus. Only we have to discuss about two methods. One is string and second one is wavelet transformation. Wavelet transformation method. Okay, thank you. If you have any question, raise the question at interaction sessions. Okay, I think all of you, I think all of you are safe. All of you stay at home. Thank you.